Yeah.
Speaking of suffering, I think it's time to play a little D&D. How do you guys feel?
Let's do it.
That's not what I was going for. We're going to need Aaron up here, though.
Aaron McGathy to the stage, please. Aaron McGathy.
I wish we had a mic. Can you, I don't have an idea, because we have a mic pointed at the audience, and it's right in front of your face. What's your name, sir?
Drew.
Would you take this mic and like we never do this for D&D, like do the sound effects for like anything, like if they say a horse gallops up, like you might do. You can come up and share my mic, Drew.
All right, awesome.
If you're in Amsterdam, still check out the Anne Frank Museum. Still, it's pretty moving.
Here,
The explanation for the furniture not being there was that so many people were lost. So there can't be anything in the building. It was a little silly. There must have been something else that was going on there.
You don't have to high road me.
No, I'm not. No, I'm
like, I know.
I'm not fanning you. I would hate for anyone here to be in Amsterdam and be like, well, Dan Harmon said to not go to the museum. Like, still go.
Is there a gift shop there?
There is, yeah.
What's for sale? Not a T-shirt.
Her hair, all of her hair. No, different copies of the book. I bought a bunch of postcards. I was really moved. I was the only one in our party that was super into it.
There's beautiful like little shampoo bottles shaped like Anne Frank, and like
there are flashlights and blankets for hiding.
What? Well, see, when you connect the dots, that's when they boo.
All right, Spencer, get us up to date.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
When we last met, our group had just split up. Mulrain fleeing the scene to meditate at the sacred grove, Quark thrown onto the back of a deadly candroid, and Sharpie left to clean up the dead after the great battle of Butzelot Camp. Quark infiltrated the great black ship of Darkstar's fleet, checking out various rooms, while Sharpie had the moment he'd always desired with his father. Reaching a new understanding, his father bestowed upon Sharpie the greatest gift of all, his magic cloak, the symbol of leadership of the Butzelot tribe.
I'm sorry, can you pause there? I keep thinking about Adrienne in the back, not knowing what the fuck's going on.
Why?
Like she just now I can't stop thinking about her point of view. Like she just came in and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons in front of her.
I'm almost certain that she's going to be good with it, Dan. Adrian, are you on board?
A little bit. I want to tell him what I'm thinking about, too.
I was told by the staff that she's the Adam Goldberg of this place. That she comes to every show.
Yeah, Adrienne, we're playing a make-believe game where you've...
I'm worried about what you said about fucking my mama from the distance. She's going to see this, and now I'm going to be embarrassed.
Oh, no, we'll edit it out where I fuck
He's
your
not
mama.
really going to fuck your mama.
No, she's worried her mama will hear it and that she'll...
Cute. I mean,
Oh, then I'll fuck her.
We'll all fuck her.
Okay, now we're going to fuck your mama. Now it's for real.
then we got all like Jewishy, and then she got there. Y'all guys,
I don't discriminate on mamas. All right.
you got the goddamn.
Happily.
Okay, Adrian, pipe it. All right, here we go.
No, I was concerned about her, like not having an eye into the... All right, sorry, Spencer, continue.
Just making sure. Meanwhile, deep in meditation, Mulrain was disturbed by the sounds of a troubled horse. Inspecting further, he discovered a dead woman wearing a belt of gender switching, as well as a tied-up horse. Mulrain put it on and regained her original feminine form. Swiftly she rode, rejoining Sharpie at Yellow Camp, and together, with the magic of his father's cape, the two teleported, rejoining Quark in the hold of the black ship, just in time to hear the loud claxons of a warning alarm going off. Shit was about to go down. Go!
Yeah, I was in a blackout drunk, like, when you...
You put your magic cloak on and you joined me on the ship. I'd been kicking some ass and killing some dudes with some cannons. And
some yellow creatures and some black creatures.
You're right. And I intimidated a black creature, and it was pretty cool. And then you guys teleported up and to join me on the mothership, presumably of Admiral Darkstar.
Both of us?
Yeah, you're both together.
Okay.
You were that fucked up?
I was that fucked up, dude. Like, listen.
You know, I'm a woman now.
I mean, you guys have no idea. This show is 10 times better than Nashville. They were having a better time, it sounded like, because they were fucked up too. Like you hear, like, oh, we're laughing, we're having a good time, but I'm telling you, I sound like a maniac. That's why I came in here low key and was like, I wanted to mellow it out a little bit.
Well, you've certainly done that.
Yeah. But then we ended up kickboxing with werewolves. It's kind of fun,
that's true, yeah.
right?
All right, so I examine the surroundings, Spencer.
You're in a long room. Behind you stands a row of cannons. Their position is fixed, but the housing they're mounted on looks like it can be swung around 360 degrees. The alarm blares, and you know it's only a matter of time before someone comes to check it out. The remaining yellow demon is sliding across the floor towards a large yellow grate in the far wall.
Toward a what?
A grate in the far wall. The door in front of you remains closed.
Could I take the cannon and swivel it around and shoot the door to open it?
Totally.
All right, I swivel the cannon. Stand back, everybody! I'm going to blow the door open.
That's true, everybody.
This is great. The door blasts open with a loud explosion. You see the main room. This room is covered in pipes, tubes, metal gauges, and all manner of valves and knobs. Aside from the door you just came through, you see doors on your left and on your right, and a large open hatch on the floor before you. If you remember, Quark, that's how you got into this room. You were.
Right, so I'm back where I came in.
Yeah.
Got it. And so there's the two doors that I did not go through the first time.
The door to your right has a large sign in a language you can't read.
Does anybody here have a power to read languages?
Can you tell us more about that language? Like, what does it look like?
I'll tell you it's Abyssal, and you recognize it as Abyssal.
Like, so I
speak Abyssal.
I do?
Yeah.
Well, what does it say?
What does it say? Bridge.
Ooh.
It says bridge. It's written in Abyssal. I say we go to the bridge and take this mother down.
Yeah, let's do it.
The door seems to be locked.
Sorry, just doing a quick walkie-talkie check. Switch to channel 3, you guys.
The corridor that we're in is lined with doors on either side.
There's another door that besides
another
the
door?
one I mentioned, and there's a hatch in the floor that would go down a floor.
Right. I try to open the other door.
The metal door opens with a whoosh, and you can see a large pool of yellowy liquid flesh swirling around.
What is this?
Occasionally, you see a face contorted in agony drift up to the surface before giving a heart-shrieking wail and sinking down to the bottom of the fluid.
This looks like a party we don't want to join, gentlemen.
You see several buttons on the far wall. There's a grate on the floor on the left side of the room and a small door to your right.
So there's a big puddle of yellow flesh goo and a face occasionally is bubbling around in it?
Yep.
And there are buttons and there's a grate.
You see a coalescing figure. It's one of those yellow demons. It rises out of the mush and slides past it across the door. It doesn't seem to be giving you any notice.
Creature! Name yourself!
It doesn't seem to give you any notice.
What is it doing?
It just slid out of the room.
Oh, he just left?
Yep.
That was easy. What, did the buttons say anything? What the buttons do?
The buttons aren't labeled. There's 5 of them.
Are they different colors?
They are not.
What color are they?
The great.
Okay.
And there's a door that
To your right.
Can I cast knock on it? Isn't that like a spell that opens locked doors?
Yeah, knock is a spell that'll unlock any lock or
Yeah,
encumbrance.
see, you guys were laughing
if it's
at me.
non-magical. You cast it, right?
Yeah, I cast knock like the Dickens.
The door blasts open. This hall is empty, save the human. The human standing in front of a door down the hall. At the sound of the knock spell, he takes notice of you. The man is almost naked, wearing only an orange wrap around his waist and holding a wicked-looking metal whip. He seems to be guarding something. He cracks his whip with menace.
Drew is killing it.
So this guy looks like a bad guy probably, right?
Combat's happening.
Combat is happening. Whose turn is it?
The first person to react, I suppose.
I react with a power attack.
Charging through the door, you leap towards the foe with a power attack. 1, 2, or 3?
2.
2. You hit! Striking the arm, holding the whip. Your sword cuts into his arm wickedly. The man is almost felled. He responds by snapping his whip at you. It's a critical hit.
Uh-oh. Thanks, Drew.
You take 18 damage and fall to your feet.
Fucking hell. So I'm down to... I had 40 hit points, so I'm down to 22?
Correct.
Shitballs.
The man seems wounded.
Do I still have my amulet of heal thingy?
It's around your neck, yes, but it takes a while to boot up.
I hit Control Alternate Delete and just reboot it.
It starts booting. Sharpie or Mulrain?
I cast Charm Person on this Guga.
You cast Charm Person. He's entitled to a will save. Oh shit, he's kicking ass. The charm unaffects him. It fails to affect him.
I boldly and bravely shoot 2 arrows at the creature.
One of the arrows strikes him right in the neck.
Aha!
It does 10 damage. He falls to the floor, bleeding out.
Adventure.
He's dead.
He's dead?
He's dead.
We got him.
Aha!
Search him. Search his ass.
He's wearing an orange wrap and holding a wicked whip. It might be magical.
I hand the whip to Quark, and I take off his orange wrap, if only just to see his privates.
You feel better about yourself.
I point at them and laugh.
It's hilarious.
There's a door behind him.
Yeah,
correct?
there's a door behind him.
I wrap the orange wrap around me and go, I'm a guy with a whip. Oh, I'm dying.
No, you're a human. He was a human. You should maybe put on the orange wrap, take your shirt off, and take the whip.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
you can go in and you pretend you're that guy and do like a little switcheroo.
Yeah, what's this guy look like?
He just looks like a scrawny, pale human.
So do I, right?
What's your strength? What's your constitution? You're pretty scrawny.
My strength is 9. My constitution's 16.
I'd say you're a well-built chap.
Right. So I don't look like this guy with my clothes off.
I mean, you don't. You look more like him than an elf or a gnome.
I say it's worth a try,
I'm going to
Sharpie.
assume, just what the hell,
Yeah, I mean, can't hurt.
I fold up my magic robes, put it inside his orange wrap, or wrap the orange wrap around me, and then walk around with his dumbass whip.
You make a passable disguise.
What's that?
You make a passable disguise. You're not sure, but you're pretty sure it'll work.
All right.
My attraction lessons.
Standing at the door.
After you, Sharpie.
I open the door.
This room is full of metal lockers. They appear to be locked. You also see a large keyring on a small wooden table littered with maps.
Snatch. He saved every one of us. I take the key ring. What was the first thing you said? This room's filled with what?
Lockers. Metal lockers.
Lockers.
And maps on a table.
Let's get that key ring. Hey, check out these maps.
The maps depict the Butt's Expanse and the Axebeard Mountains, as well as a large landmass you're not familiar with.
Where's the landmass in relation to the butts a lot?
It's in the water. You can't see any other landmarks that you'd recognize on the map.
Take the keys. I pick up the keys and go and try to open.
Nice.
I jingle them around for just because it. I lock my Prius and I go to try to open the lockers with the keys.
You unlock all the lockers. Here's what you get. A lute of charming.
I'll take it.
A power bracelet. 8 good arrows. 8 sleep arrows. 20 V arrows. A chime of opening. 4 beads of force.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
May I have the arrows, gentlemen?
Of course.
Yeah, go ahead, take
Thank
them.
you, thank you. Let me just pick these up slowly.
Arrow sound. What was that? Charm of opening? What was that?
The chime of opening.
Chime of opening?
It's a small metal tube.
Right. Is this like a dick joke?
No, I should have went there.
It's just a small metal tube that opens things?
Okay, there's a little tag tied to it.
A little tag?
To use, ring this chime.
Oh. Okay.
It's a chime of opening.
Okay, all right. It probably works like my knock spell, right?
I don't know. All right, so we gather up all that booty, and we probably take these maps. Are there other doorways in this room?
You see a hatch in the ceiling, and there's no ladder leading up to it. However, a silver staff lies in the corner of the room.
I approach the staff and grab the staff.
Grabbing the staff, you hold the staff.
Holding the staff, I use it to pivot my beautiful woman body up to the hatch.
As you strike the bottom of the rod against the floor, it begins to grow in length. Soon, the rod is at the top of the
Now,
hatch.
this is a dick joke, right?
Yeah, it is.
I have the weirdest boner.
I stroke the staff to thank it.
It pulses.
So can we climb that staff now to get up to the
You
hatch?
get the sense it would be easy to climb such a staff.
All right, I use
climb
my
the staff.
we all climb the staff.
You all.
Yes, Adrienne.
Oh shit!
It's all right. Adrienne's got a question.
Okay.
We can't judge people in Harmontown for.
Raise my hand.
What's?
I'm not, it's not a question. I just got sleepy. It's kind of hot in here.
Yeah.
Want to
Yeah.
talk about something else?
Adrienne just gave a justifiable critique of how the evening's going. She said, it's a little
Adrienne,
hot
what-
here. She's getting a little sleepy.
What do you do? What do you do, Adrienne?
Talk about me. That sounds like
Let's not talk about you.
Wait a minute. That's not fair.
If you're bored with us, I want to see you present something.
I just wanted to let you know I got really sleepy. In case like I fall asleep over here, wake me up.
We will. You just stretch out, Adrian, and do your thing.
Yeah. Yeah, kick back.
I don't want to be a bitch, but I don't care how Adrian feels. I care how everyone else feels.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, but it is rude. It's okay. I'm sure you're a sweetheart. Maybe you're a little drunk, but it is a little rude. It's okay. You're pretty. Just fucking bury your prettiness in other things.
It's
This is going wild.
Hitler died in this room. It's fine. I mean, I come up here and
I don't care about you
flounder and flail.
disrespecting me. I care about you disrespecting everybody else.
I didn't mean to disrespect you.
Okay, well then just stop fucking talking. It's fine. You're gonna be fine. She's fine. She's gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. I adore you. You're gonna be fine. Just stop talking.
Do I have to make the sound effects?
Yes. Drew wants to know if they fight, should he make the sound effect?
Adrian, we're climbing a magical staff into a different room, which sounds very boring, but it's happening.
I'm so happy I'm here.
The American citizen guy that with a completely foreign accent just expressed his total happiness with being here. What was your name again, sir?
Clayton.
Clayton?
Yeah.
It's even a foreign name. So British or Australian or
Apparently too.
Is it southern?
Apparently.
where is Newcastle? I still don't.
Is it northern? You don't know?
I'm not good at geography.
Yeah, I know. There's coal there, I think, right?
It's
Yeah. Yeah, and the beer and a soccer team.
All right. We took a little break. Let's wrap this adventure up.
Okay, so we'll leave that as a cliffhanger. Thank you very much. All
right.
What was your name? Drew, everybody.
Hey,
Drew. Hitler's ghost, or the ghost that haunts Hitler, Adrian back there.
Thank you, Drew, on sound effects. Thank you,
Thank you, Spencer. Thank you, Aaron McGaffey. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. A very angry Aaron McGaffey all of a sudden. I really.
Right.
T-shirts, 2 for $25.
She has some support from some parts of the room. It's a Carolina conflict in here. It's like You know, when we grow up close to each other, we rub elbows. The people that are closest to each other, Jeff, they can really hurt each other the most.
Yeah.
That's what we learned in North Carolina tonight. I forced it, but it's a lesson.